on the top.
0-0. 1-0. Gil and Patrick versus Bernie. Versus Bernie and Nick. Here we go. 1-0.
You know, some of these they'll spend $1,000 in a month if you let them.
Two.
Google, because it's per click. So you can set like a budget and say I don't want to spend more than this. But if you leave it open ended, they'll just send you a bill. $1,000 this month. This is how many people clicked on your website.
2-0.
It's like, yeah, exactly. So I try and stay away from all the marketing shit. Just,
Well,
at least for now.
Well, you know, they still don't block Yelp and they don't block Google, I guess you would say.
Right. You can still find us. Yeah. There's one hotel that I partnered with, and it was really just open-ended. Like, hey, I'll make some cards that are just for your guests. But if you give them a card when they check in,
1-2.
and then they get whatever, I think it was 20% off you. And so that they were all for it. And I'll get customers here and there from that, you know, and they're nice. It's a nice partnership. You know, it isn't for you guys to make more money. It's for your guests to have a better experience and then leave you good reviews and then all that comes around.
1-2.
You're right. That's exactly what that's what it used to be.
Yeah. Give your guests the best, and then they'll come back.
Yeah.
Good get, Bernie. I saw that. I saw that. And dude, I'm bummed though. I'm probably gonna be out like a week at least. So right when I'm active again, like I did 20 miles on my bike yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'm getting back, losing weight already. I can tell, like I'm getting back into it, and then.
Well, you know, you might just try doing the light on the bike. You know, it's like even though it's like mine is like seems like it hurts a lot.
Oh yeah. With certain motions, mine's like side to side. So the up and down, pure up and down kind of rotating movement doesn't really get me so bad. It's just out here, there's so much like changing directions and twerking and then exactly, you know, and then I'm pushing off my leg to get the ball. And it's really
Handball.
it's tough on the.
Okay, fuck you, Bernie.
Hey, Bernie, feel the bird, Bernie. Feel the bird, baby. Yeah.
Oh!
That's a fuck you, Bill.
Back to back.
Well, we can't be tripling the cost for back, can we?
3-2.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I've done that before, just lay off in the courts, you know.
Yeah. Seems like everything I do when I go paddleboard, again, like it's kind of like standing and balancing.
Yeah, it is.
And so I gotta kind of lay off on all that shit. That's cheating. Can't do that.
5-2.
That's it, Matt.
But even then, it was like, I think 3 something. What a hustle!
Yeah, that's something new to me, and I never even heard of or thought about that, but I can see where people just kind of come in and gouge for it.
Well, I don't know how well it's working on the vendor side. I know the hotels love it. Look, you don't have to do anything. This thing just sits here and it answers all the questions for you, saves you staffing, saves you that you don't have to answer, you know, guest questions. They'll just go to the kiosk. So I'm sure the hotels love it, but
It answers questions and stuff.
well, yeah, like it'll provide maps. It's an internet. It's got hook up to the internet, and it's not just like it's for everything. Like it'll have.
It does give you a printout in the map.
I don't know about a printout. Maybe it's in a picture, but it could
A
do
lot of old
that.
people are not going to do that.
Yeah, no, that's true
You know,
about the
so it's
kiosk.
You know, maybe the young people might, you know,
But, like,
start talking about like 50 and up, 0.
yeah. So that's what I mean, though. I don't know how well it's catching on with everybody. You know. the hotels may not know what they're getting into. You know, it's like-
6'3".
Right about that, because you're overpriced, way overpriced.
I don't know who's gonna pay $2,000 a month. Even someone not in my industry, like because they were talking about restaurants. Like, oh, it'll recommend restaurants, and then they're calling restaurants.
No, it's not, they're not going to pay
$2,000 a year, excuse me, a year. Like 2,000.
Well, 2,000
a
a
year,
year, still,
still,
like I said,
a lot.
if you go to 100 places, it's like $200,000.
Yeah, but
Way,
like you said,
way
even
overpriced.
10, like just to reach the 10 hotels in your area, 20,000 a year.
No,
Yeah, I don't know.
they're way overpriced.
Yeah.
They're gonna either go down or I don't know how much the machines cost.
It's another thing too.
It's
I wonder if they do charge on both sides. If the hotel pays for the kiosk as well. I wonder. The damn kiosk company's making a killing.
Yeah.
If the hotel's paying
46.
and we're paying.
4-6.
well, if you're both paying them, they're getting fucked. The hotel's getting fucked.
Yeah. Damn kiosk company sounds like the right business to be in. Should ask them, are you guys hiring? I want in on this action. 2,000 a year, let's go.
I'm trying to think of how many people could go, like you said, 20 or 30 places like that at $2,000 a year. It's just
Restaurants? I don't think so.
No. It's not that big a market,
No.
Attaboy, Gil.
Is that a pop?
No. I don't think so.
No pops today. Nice one.
Oh, 6 up.
6 up. Some 6.
So they can make more money. I mean, how much fucking money do you need,
Oh,
3-6.
Yeah, that's like a totally new industry for the hotels.
Yeah. Big time.
No.
9-6.
But when we went to Japan,
9-6.
all the hotels in Japan, not all of them, but most of them, we stayed in like 4 different hotels, one for each place we went to. I think 3 out of 4, they have kiosks now to
Good
check
ball.
in. So you don't even check in with the person. You go and the thing will even print
6-9.
out your key, not print out, but it'll give you your key cards. It's all on a kiosk. So I think it's kind of the way things are going. Is they want to automation.
So 9.
I was reading an article about that. So they're doing
Declining birth rate.
And just about everybody.
So 9.
Well, if we weren't getting immigrants, then we would have a declining birth rate.
Probably.
Russia has a declining birth rate.
Yeah.
Korea has a declining birth rate.
Wow.
Japan, all the, your
First, second world countries.
the third world countries, second world, the only ones really pumping out
Popping
babies.
babies. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
People with a good education, they're waiting until they're older, And,
Or just not doing it at all.
yeah.
I know a lot of people like our friends. Having a pet is the new
8-9.
Just get a pet. It's simpler, it's less expensive. Still do your thing, go on vacations. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Long ball, 8-9.
There was an interesting study I read about mice, like a study on a colony of mice, and how when you put a bunch of mice together in a colony, when food and water is plentiful, when they have everything they need, they kind of flourish for a while, but then they stop getting the same kind of things we're seeing. They stop having babies. Like the females start becoming aggressive to the males, and they stop having babies because just something happens where psychologically you don't want to. It's either too crowded. I think that's what happens. The population reaches a point where it feels too crowded, and then they start having all sort of sociological problems. These mice, and it kind of feels like us that people are just stressed out and not having babies for whatever reason, not having kids anymore.
Well, somebody was saying, part of the reason why Putin was invading Ukraine is he wanted a good territory with a population.
10-79, guys. 10-9. Here we go. Short.
Yeah.
10-9.
Man, but Russia's already a pretty big place. I mean, I don't know.
They don't have any reason to. They got the biggest. They got the most minerals in the world. They got the most land in the world.
Damn.
You know, it's like it's like everything. They got everything.
Yeah.
10 out, 9
It
in.
was just strictly his ideas,
9-10.
Nice get.
Right. Russian expansionism.
When you get Trump,
Sure.
the same thing. Well, the next.
Just fix stuff here.
Well, the next.
Canada,
fucking
right.
Greenland, you know?
Canada and Greenland. Sure.
Maybe he's talking to you and said, hey, you take this, I'll take this.
Listen to the radio, like a lot of the radio stations, their antenna, the radio broadcasting antennas are in Mexico for down here, you know? Even if they're in English, like the broadcasting in English, it's still, the antennas in Mexico.
Yeah.
So they'll play these like political ads that are for Mexico, but they'll play them in English.
Yeah.
And man, it just sounds like so great. The first legislature of parity, supporting all Mexicans. Like, they just say things about building a country where I know, like, if you say that here, you would say
propaganda.
or it would be controversial for whatever reason. Like you can't say making America better for all Americans. Like, and just be like, oh, that's racist.
10-10.
Well, then you're against immigrants, or but in Mexico they have no problem saying like a government for all Mexicans. Like, just being nationalistic a little bit, saying it's for Mexico. It's Mexican.
Well, he's there in the 70s, and they used to have that little free like
1-10.
Right.
That's kind of nice. I wish they would do something like that in the States.
Be proud of yourself over here. That's what it feels like. You can't be proud of yourself. Like, oh,
You're
like,
right.
someone will be like, oh, what are you? That's this country is going.
10 serving 11.
American is great. What are you proud of? Like, I don't know. It just feels like there's a problem if you're proud of being American, definitely. Or you'll get lumped into saying you're a conservative. They'll start like guessing your politics out.
Wide.
When all you're doing is just being like proud of where you're from. Like,
Well, that's it. Like I said,
not political.
11 all.
I guess you could say having fun.
Yeah.
And it's we're a small nation. We're proud of it.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I know.
And there's a lot of other countries that are really nationalistic and very nationalistic and anti-immigrant. A lot of Japanese people, they want to keep Japan Japanese, and not have
They're
it.
calling it population, but they won't let any
11 up,
race.
1 down.
I've
That's the
heard
reason
that
why
they're
they
going
were,
to maybe try birthing visas.
Yeah.
Like if you're coming to get someone pregnant, then they'll let you come over. Seriously. Like if you're gonna come have
So
kids.
everybody gets to go over and screw Japanese girls.
That was like right away, like, hey, sounds like a good deal. Don't worry, I'm here to help, So I'll volunteer.
Yeah.
Same thing in Spain too. Did you see in Spain how they're like the anti
12-11.
They have people. There was like a big.
Oh, tourists, yeah.
They come and they're spraying you with water guns while you're eating, telling you go home, no tourists welcome and shit. Like, a lot of countries they're allowed to be nationalistic and do those things, but not in the U.S. You can't do that. You can't tell people no tourists or go home.
13 serving 11, guys. Here we go.
Different than being national. But you know what it is? It's like everybody goes down to like one spot. Boom. It's like we're like Puerto Rico.
Junga 11.
Point 11.
Game point.
Like 30,000 passengers being dumped off in the old town down there.
Just
It
like,
just
no
packs
more.
up,
Yeah, I was confused because I make my money off tourism, so I just couldn't imagine being anti-tourist. They're bringing their money over here to spend. Isn't it a good thing for your economy or whatever? I don't know.
You're right, it is. The way Puerto Rico doesn't discourage it, Mexico doesn't discourage it.
A lot of countries encourage it. They have ads, come
John 11 game point.
country, come on down. There's pro-tourism ads are definitely a thing. They're trying to sell you on coming down.
What's up?
What's going on here? Is your reflector still on?
Yeah.
I guess
It might.
Garvin was telling me, I guess April when the seasons change and it starts getting hot. And you know, like it's like everybody goes after. It's like a big thing. It's like a water month. Everybody goes around and squirts everybody with squirt guns and water. You know. Yeah, in Thailand. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Keep you
He
cool.
says he really likes that time of, year.
I'm sure he's gonna go back soon.
12 Junga.
I'm nervous because he's got my website that he's kind of responsible for, but yeah, the guy won't ever fucking work on it. So the website's down right now, right? You can't even. There is no website. And I was like, hey, buddy, come.
13.
He's just gonna bail to Thailand, man.
He hasn't got his mind in anything. After his mother's death, and
Yeah.
the house, and everything.
Nice, Patrick. Hey, Patrick, nice one, bro.
What? Yep.
And he was there for
Junga.
just taking care of his mother.
Yep. She had a routine. Every weekend, Sunday, she still had like a social life, and he would, drive her around and pick her up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was definitely spent a lot of time with her.
Yeah, and I'm sure everybody else.
Junga 13.
We're not giving you anything. Last time I asked him about it, he goes, oh no, everything's cool and stuff.
13
It
Junga.
usually does not happen.
It was. 13 point for a server.
13 point.
Yeah.
Before my knee, my meniscus right there on that
Why not?
Game point, game point. 14-14.
the door. I went out and I got the ball, but instead of pivoting on my ball,
Game. Dab it up, baby.
That's how you do it.
Good game, guys.
Both my ACLs now. So I have one repaired, and then I tore it again.
What time is it?
And so I've got no ACLs and neither knee. So that's kind of what it comes down to. Is
I have no meniscus. They cut it out.
I only half swing it.
Back in '72.
Yeah, so it's
You ready, Coop?
seems like that always happens.
My last game.
so bummed.
Damn, I missed those two easy ones.
Don't sound so fucking surprised. Take care, Alex. Good to see you, buddy.
Good game,
I don't know
guys.
what you